No one likes to be ignored. Human beings are naturally social and interact with one another all the time. However, some people get ignored all the time, even if they want to interact with others. According to Lifehack, while some people attract others like glue, others are totally ignored. But people are social creatures. People don't just start ignoring other people. There's usually a reason. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 14 reasons why people ignore you. If you're new here, consider subscribing to our channel for more awesome videos such as this one. 1. You're too needy. The fundamental thing that happens when you become needy is that people will keep a distance from you. No one wants to be the one to always give you a loan to cover your rent or a ride to work. The innate dependence on others can cause them to avoid you altogether. According to Psycho, everyone struggles with insecurity at one point or another in their lives, but you shouldn't let it get the better of you and make other people deal with your insecurities too. It can make you needy, clingy, and independent to the point where others won't be around you anymore. Once people associate you with work and stress, they will not want to be around you. Don't get me wrong, your friends can be there for you and all, but if you have nothing but complaints to make and problems that need solving, watch them and see what happens. They may stop taking your calls entirely. They may even visibly avoid you when they see you. 2. You're too negative. Does any idea make sense or look possible to you? If you always think about why a thing wouldn't work first, you need to work on your mind. Your mind is your most powerful tool of creation. It can determine what you do and what you say. If you don't believe something is possible, no matter what is said or done, it will likely not materialize for you. People cannot believe on your behalf what you don't believe. For example, can you become a great athlete simply because your friends believe in you? If you don't believe in yourself, the answer is a resounding no. People will not want to hang out with you if you always put down their ideas and opinions. If you want them to stop ignoring you, try being positive for a change. Wake up feeling grateful, smile at the weather, and look forward to something good. There usually is something good. You are alive. You can read, you can hear, you don't have COVID-19. You're educated, you have a job or job prospects, and you can afford internet connection. Be grateful. The more grateful you are, the more positive it allows you to be. You got this. 3. You are selfish. Another reason why people will ignore you is when you have shown them that you only care about yourself. Imagine attending a dinner where only one individual talked about himself for 30 minutes. Would you want to be friends with him? The answer is a big no thanks. No one wants to be around someone they know will choose their interest all the time. How then can you be friends with others? Selfish people make no sacrifices, no compromises, and certainly no commitment towards other people. How then can anyone be their friends? Do you have a friend who never calls you, who never asks you about your welfare or business you're working on? Do you have a friend who only calls you when they need something? Anyone who treats you that way is not your friend and should be treated as such. Don't be surprised if people suddenly start avoiding you if all you do is think about yourself and the relationship. Imagine applying for a beneficial scholarship without telling any of your friends who also qualify. How do you think they will feel about you? 4. You don't listen to people. Everyone likes talking, but people also like being listened to. When you talk more than you listen, you will get through to fewer people than the ones who actually listen. According to Inc., most people tend to treat conversation like a competitive sport in which the person who says the most makes the cleverest point, persuades others of an opinion, or even speaks the longest and loudest is the winner. All of us fall into this trap. All of us find ourselves interrupting, speechifying, insisting, and coming up with witticisms, all to support our point of view or display our superior knowledge. If you stop and think about it though, this approach is the opposite of the one we should take. In most conversations, the person who speaks the least benefits most, and the person who speaks the most benefits least. The more you listen to people, the more the likelihood that they will like you. If you only talk without listening to people, people will generally find you unpleasant and ignore you when they see you. Try to make the conversation more balanced. Ask more questions and listen to their response. Try this every time you meet someone, and you will be amazed at how many people will enjoy talking to you. 5. You're emotionally unstable. According to Psycho, when you're too intense all the time, people tend to react by being dismissive, indifferent, and tuning you out. It can be exhausting to deal with someone so emotionally volatile. They feel like they have to walk on eggshells around you because every little thing seems to upset you. It is really upsetting always to get lashed out for making mistakes or merely being yourself around people. Some people have issues to deal with and frequently take it out on others. If this happens a lot, people will start to ignore them. 6. You are mean. People don't like associating with mean people. Don't yell at your friends or call them names. Don't make jokes at their expense. All these things can make them unhappy. If they are always unhappy around you, the logical thing to do is stay away. If your friends suddenly start giving you space, you need to reflect on your actions. If you don't do something about it quick, you may lose them for good. 7. You're too distant. If your friends feel like you don't talk to them about what you're going through and that you always seem so mysterious, they will in turn start to keep information about themselves to themselves. 8. You always blame others for things. Everyone is happy when things are going well, but no one wants to be responsible for things not going so well. No one, absolutely no one wants to be blamed. This is the fastest way to lose your friends. Don't blame others for things that you share responsibility in. It is unfair. When you blame others, you isolate them as problems, and this can upset them a lot. Don't blame your friends for your poor grades. Don't blame your friends for your drug problem or pregnancy. Always take responsibility for your actions. If you do this, your friends will stick with you through thick and thin. 9. You boast a lot. Sure, we have accomplished some amazing things in our lives. Some of us have gone to Harvard, wrote best-selling books and traveled the world. But it is no reason to make people who haven't done these things feel like failures. 10. You joke about everything. People have a lot of things they're sensitive to. Some people might have traditions that require them to dress a certain way or keep their hair cut a certain way. If you know some of these things, don't joke with them. It'll hurt them, and they will subsequently avoid you. Don't laugh at people's appearance, even if it's funny. Don't ask them about a girlfriend they have broken up with. It isn't funny. 11. You are dishonest. No one will want to associate with someone they can't trust. Don't lie to your friends. You must never do this. Even if you have a challenge, they will cherish you more if you trust them with it than if you lie about your situation and then later find out. The sad thing about lies is that a person who has lied before is very likely to lie again. If someone thinks you might lie to them, do you think they will talk to you? Probably not. People don't associate with things they feel might hurt them. Having a reputation of dishonesty is one of the worst a person can have. 12. You are rude. What is the worst thing someone has ever said to you? The person is very rude. Only people who are rude talk carelessly and don't care that it is hurting other people. Rude people don't think about other people's feelings and most likely react whenever something offends them. Everyone avoids such people just in case they're having a bad day. 13. You wait to be acknowledged all the time. Stop waiting for people to acknowledge you. When you go for a networking event, say hi first. People feel ignored all the time when they don't make the bold move to socialize with others. Sometimes other people are just nervous too. 14. You try too hard. According to Reality Check, many people start to panic when they're feeling ignored. They are so scared of being left out that they overcompensate. They try to be the funniest person in the room, the best entertainer, or the person with the most exciting stories. But the truth is, no one is expecting you to be the best at anything. When you start trying too hard, you stop feeling natural. And when you don't feel natural, people can tell. The way to go around this is to simply be yourself. No one has to like you or hate you. They simply have to respect the fact that you are you.